Just hours after the shocking murders of a television news crew in Virginia, even while the manhunt was still underway, some top Democrats were calling for stricter gun laws, including Virginia Governor Terry McAuliffe.
I've said consistently there are too many guns in people's hands. Twice I have brought legislation before the General Assembly. Twice I've asked that we have background checks. Twice now they have rejected background checks in the Commonwealth.
And again, mind you, the man hadn't even been caught yet. Joining us now to talk about it, former Virginia Governor James Gilmore, Republican presidential candidate. Governor, great to see you. President Obama was railing against guns. Hillary Clinton's tweet was as follows. We'll put it up on the screen. We must act to stop gun violence. We cannot wait any longer. She went on praying for the victims. Look, Governor, are they right or are they wrong?
No, they're wrong. This is not an issue of a gun. We had an example just 3 days ago in Oklahoma where a disturbed young man actually killed his father in a very tragic incident in Oklahoma with a knife. It's not about the gun. It's about the responsibility of the person who is trying to commit the crime. We need to stop this business of what we saw with President Obama, with Hillary Clinton, with Governor McAuliffe, of diverting away from the real problems that we're facing in the country today, which is disturbed people being on the street with whatever instrumentality that they choose committing these kinds of crimes.
All right. Governor, I want to turn now directly to your campaign to be the next president of the United States. I want to throw up on the screen the latest Quinnipiac poll just came out. There you see there's 13 people ahead of you. You're tied at the very bottom. Look, it's been what, a decade since you were in the national spotlight. You don't have terrific name identification. How do you plan to win?
You know, Greg, the most important thing is this. We entered the race just a couple of weeks ago, and everybody thought that we were at the very bottom. We did the debate. We've been on television talking about the issues, and we're no longer at the bottom. We're rising, and we're continuing to move forward, while a lot of the people running for president are actually moving backwards. Here's the key. You asked me a direct question. This is the answer. The answer is that I have genuine substance. I understand what I want to do on the issues. I've put it all out there. I've put it in writing. I know that we have to improve the economy. I know we have to create a better national security safety for the people of the United States. These are the key issues. We need to stand up for the Constitution. And when the carnival is over, people are going to be asking who can actually be the president of the United States. And when that time comes, I will be continuing to rise.
When you say carnival, are you referring to Donald Trump as in Carnival Barker?
Well, certainly, of course, because for one thing, he came out the other day and said that he wanted to basically amend or repeal the 14th Amendment, put all the Latino community on boxcars and send them back to Mexico, and to eliminate birthright citizenship. As you know, I broke from Trump on that on the very first day because I'm a trained constitutional lawyer and I know that that's improper. So I stand for the whole Constitution, 14th Amendment and the Second Amendment.
Yeah, maybe you should send him a copy of U.S. v. Wong, the Supreme Court decision on the 14th Amendment. It might shock him if he understood it. Look, I do want to say that you have put out a very specific tax proposal. Let's put it up on the screen. For individual income taxes, 3 brackets, 10%, 15%, top would be 25%. Business tax, you would drop all the way to 15%. Inheritance tax, death taxes, 0. Dividends, capital gains, 0. It's a pretty bold plan. Your critics say, hey, wait a minute. Hundreds of billions of dollars would be withdrawn from the government revenues. And it would jeopardize our infrastructure, our military, and so on and so forth. How do you respond?
Because they don't know the plan. When we put it together back in 2010 and began to publish it, I asked my economists to put together an entire program that would be revenue neutral. But the truth is that the dynamics of it would be much greater. We would see real growth. We would see growth well over 3.2, more like 4 or 5%. We would see then people having an opportunity to get jobs, young people having a chance to start careers, and wages begin to rise. I think we would all agree that while the last quarter was a little better, the average over the last couple of years has been terrible, and that's why wages are stagnant. We Republicans have to speak for working people, people trying to get a start, young people trying to get jobs, women trying to work, and people who want better wages. That has to be the Republican message, and that's my message in my presidential campaign.
Well, it's a bold tax plan, and just trolling around social media and blogs and so forth, people seem to be impressed with it. Governor Jim Gilmore, thank you so much for taking the time to be with us. Best of luck in your campaign.
Good. Thank you very much, Greg.